As we head up to 20 minutes away from 7 o'clock, good to have you with us here on eNCA. I'm Gareth Edwards. Tumelo is away for a few more days. So, very worrying as far as our lifestyles are concerned. Stress, smoking, obesity, and excessive alcohol consumption. Just a few of the lifestyle factors that are leading to a decline in fertility figures for both males and females. The number of quality sperm cells has been declining over the past decade at a rate of 1% a year. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I can guarantee you it's very, very serious. Flux Trends is an organization that is researching these types of trends, and Fazeea Khan is a researcher and trend spotter joining us to discuss what this means for our future, Fazeea. It sounds like, Fazeea, it sounds like it's a big issue, but if we look back over a decade, as I said, 1% doesn't sound like a lot, but obviously enough to be concerned about, isn't it?
Absolutely. If it's the claim that there's a scientist who claims that by 2045 men will stop producing sperm, and that's quite an alarmist claim. But the reality is, it brings to focus that we have a problem that the general public is mostly unaware of.
So what has resulted in this research? Where did the research come from that we wanted to start looking into the effects and the lifestyle effects that is affecting sperm? I mean, do we know where this research began and hopefully what we're going to try and do with this?
Yes, so the research that informs this is it's published in 2017, and it was a research that was conducted over 40 years. And it found that the number of sperm has decreased by 50% in that time. So a man today has half the number of sperm that his grandfather does. And the study it shows that in addition to lifestyle factors, we also have what we call phthalates, which is chemicals found in plastics, and that aside from lifestyle factors, is found to be the main culprit. And we see that this phthalate started being produced after 1950, which is when we found that male sperm count started to decline.
So does the research in any way look at the options available to try and get on top of this particular situation? I'll tell you why. Because when we talk about stress, smoking, alcohol, a lot of that can be controlled, but everyday life is stressful, isn't it, Fazeea? It's just one of those lifestyle symptoms that is probably not going to go away. So does the research talk about if certain things were to happen, we would get to a better result, or has it not gone that far?
Yes, so what the research shows is that lifestyle factors, as you say, is something that we don't really have a lot of control over. However, the general public can make better choices in terms of eating less processed foods, choosing glass containers over plastic packaging, and generally demanding that their products contain fewer phthalates. But I think that the biggest impact would be government regulation of chemical companies that are producing products that have these dangerous, harmful hormone-altering chemicals.
I was actually hoping you were going to take me back to the plastics and the chemicals inside items, Fazeea, that we're using every single day. We can all cut back on alcohol. We can all try and stop smoking, all those good things. But just how big a problem are these chemicals in plastics? I mean, I would have bought a cup of coffee this morning, takeaway. Sadly, it was in a plastic cup. But, I mean, that's a global industry. I mean, I imagine that's going to be a much bigger fight to take on than telling Gareth to put down his glass of wine.
Yeah, I think it's a huge fight, and we're already seeing that plastics is a problem from a global warming point of view. So we're already addressing it from that perspective. But the fact that the phthalates started being producing in the 50s, and that's directly when sperm count started decreasing, shows just how big an impact plastics and the harmful chemicals in it is to male fertility and male sperm count.
It's amazing just how much it's affecting the environment, which is now affecting human fertility. What a pleasure speaking to you, Fazeea Khan, researcher and trend spotter, Flux Trends. Very worrying as far as sperm count is concerned. All the things that I think a lot of people enjoy, alcohol, smoking, but of course stress, causing a big issue as well. I'm sure we're going to get some health experts on that throughout the day here on eNCA and going into the weekend.